So the first pillar is vitality and health. And we used to call this physical wellness. And it does include physical wellness, but this whole idea that motion keeps you alive. You know, it is our core. We just went to the gym this morning at 6:30 together, and moving 5, 6, 7 days a week is so critical to your health. It builds muscle around your bones. It builds stability, endurance, and it helps you with your mental wellness as well.
Yeah, it helps with your blood flow, your cardiovascular, your oxygen levels. It reduces stress, if you can believe that. And on the days when you don't feel like going, like, I'll be honest with you, I didn't feel like going this morning. I was a little kind of fuzzy when I woke up. And I actually said to a woman at the gym today, I'm more proud of myself for going today. You okay?
Yeah, I'm trying to find, there's a book I want to show everybody, but I can't find it.
I'm more proud of what of going today than I was, on the days that I'm looking forward to go.
There's a book that just came out called Super Agers by Dr. Eric Topol, I think it is. We'll put a link below. I just got it. I haven't read it. I'm not sure I'm going to read it because it's really technical. But here's the thing. He did a study of a group of 85-year-old men and women to determine what is it, and these are healthy men and women, and he wanted to see if it was just the DNA. And we know that DNA has something to do with it, and your history of your family, but they were not overweight, they exercised 5 to 7 days a week, and they ate and had nutrition that was healthy. So the number one thing he said that's keeping these folks alive longer and healthier is exercise, building muscle. So that's our first pillar. The second one is it's around relationships,
meaningful
right?
Connections.
Yeah.
Your circle, the circle of friends and the circle of people you put around you really can shape your days. Purpose-driven relationships bring deeper satisfaction. That's just a fact. Connections that help you combat loneliness, because loneliness is really tough in retirement, but you can create connections that help you with that.
And for me, it's for me in particular, it's finding other men that I can have deep, meaningful conversations with. I'm not a sports guy. I don't really follow the news that much. I don't want to talk about politics, but I do want to talk to other men about how I'm feeling and what I'm struggling with, and I want to hear what they're struggling with, and I want to have us help each other, even if we're just listening. So having these deep, meaningful connections is so critical at this time of life. I don't think that you can just go around having light, hey, how you doing, kind of relationships. I don't think it works. And our relationship is important too.
Well, the other thing that I would say, and love to hear from you guys on this, a lot of studies have come out that women create connections quicker and deeper than men do. And I know you've found a real void in your man-to-man connections.
Yeah.
You've been working really hard on the ones that you have, the ones that you need to cultivate, and the ones that you need to, really make sure that you're both getting something out of. I popped in this week, just a quick aside, to a brand new golf club, didn't know one person, didn't know the course, wasn't even sure my club showed up, at the course. So got there a little discombobulated and was embraced by 18 foursomes of women.
Yeah.
Like immediately.
And it took courage on your part. I know it did. We talked about it and it paid off.
It definitely took courage, but I would encourage you, if you're, at the point where you can make that step and, the little voice in your head is saying, I don't know if I want to do this, give it a shot. There's all upside. There's really not a lot of downside. If you didn't like it, don't go back.
I just glanced at our notes, and I know at the end of each of these, we wanted to give one thing you could do to implement it. So if I go back to vitality and health, is schedule a 20-minute walk each morning. Just try that. 10 minutes away, 10 minutes back. Try that. And as far as relationships, call a person in your life that's really a meaningful relationship and have a conversation with them. Tell them how much you care about them. Tell them how much you miss them. Tell them what's going on in your life.
Absolutely.
And start that deep conversation.
Now is the time in life to create these connections, and it's okay to put yourself out there. I said to a lady yesterday on the golf course, I said, it's hard to be 60 with your hand out like, hey, I'm Jody. And I'm an extrovert and it's hard for me. So if you're an introvert, I know it's hard for you.
And I'm a self-described introvert, so it's even harder for me.
Yeah, I know.
You're
Yeah, I know.
all right.